It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Here we go. Going to 53.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good.
For a call it a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Josh Jones in on the stop.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. It's caught left side by Cooks. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Prescott now from the 50. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins.
Prescott.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now it's Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Desmond King back deep. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Agnew now to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good, 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st down, Jaguars.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Gun now on 3rd down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
The play is a turnover on down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now a carry for Lindsey, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game was starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott, screenplay, Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And a give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
16. Watch 16. He wants to go for the side. Come on. 41's got it. 41 the mark. Listen back. 41 mark. Right here. 41 mark. Down to lose 1. 41's the mark. 41's the mark. Check. Wings. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Desmond King making the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll start with the option. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston.
For the Texans.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Oh, he shifts past him. Able to push his way through. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Lindsey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go to Johnson again. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Off the play fake, Prescott forced out to his left. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game and another first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll go again with Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, 1 through the post, and this thing could be over. Now, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At their 49-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Josh Lambo lining up.
DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Now third and less than a yard.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches. Throwing. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Prescott on fourth down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
5-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Prescott to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. Broken tackle. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to